Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Hello, Paul.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Yeah,
Good evening, sir.
po, let's just wait for. Do you have contact with Sir Felix?
Not
Am I
really,
clear?
sir.
Yeah. Am I clear? My voice is clear.
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. So, okay, we'll start. We'll start now. I will share our recorded videos, no, but later in our Google Classroom. So, just explore our Google Classroom. Okay, so for tonight, we will be discussing. Hope I hope we will be finished. We will be able to finish our topic in data mining using Google Sheets because Ma'am Janelli told me that it's your uh, midterm exam week. Am I correct?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's do you have your midterm examinations in your how many subjects do you have this summer? Two?
just this one. I'm done with the second one, sir. I have just this.
Oh, this subject only for you, ma'am.
Yes, for me, but I think for some students it's two. I
Yeah,
already did the
for
second course, Introduction to Research. I am done with that
okay.
already. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, ma'am says this was disconnected pala. We'll wait for ma'am in a while.
Okay, sir.
Hello, ma'am says okay na po. Is it okay now?
Ay, yes po. Okay na po, sir. Dito
Okay,
na ako sa
okay.
laptop, sir, kasi ayaw niya sa cellphone ko.
Okay, okay. Sige po,
Opo.
ma'am. Okay. So we'll start now so that we can finish this topic on Google Sheet. Let me share my slide po. So before we begin, may I know if you have already experienced using Google Sheet and what's your level? Is it beginner, intermediate, advanced? For Ma'am Ses? So,
Sir,
yes. Mm-mm.
not beginner, not mid.
Okay, so it's mid. What do you call that level? Okay. For Ma'am Olua, what's your experience using Google Sheets?
So I don't have any experience actually. Like I have zero background because I come from the field of the health sciences. So I really never had an idea of how it's being used. So I'm
So
actually
you never used Google Sheet.
no, sir. I haven't.
How about Microsoft Excel?
I did, but I've forgotten because that was when I was in first year. That was as far back as 2017. So I can't remember
Uh,
anymore.
okay, okay. Sige. Let's proceed. Okay, so our topic for this week would be data mining using Google Sheets. So let us start for an introduction. So what is Google Sheets? So Google Sheet is a cloud-based spreadsheet application. So unlike Microsoft Excel, which is also a spreadsheet application, you don't need to install it. Okay, so I hope you are familiar with the Microsoft Office family. So unlike those, unlike these softwares, you won't need to install in your computer, okay? Because it's already a cloud-based spreadsheet application. If we say cloud-based application, it is a digital worksheet that allows you. So what are the capabilities of Google Sheet? To store. So in 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 some use cases, it can be used as a database. Okay, so I hope you are familiar with databases already. Then it also allows us to organize our data because it has rows, it has columns. Okay, so we will tackle them one by one later on. Then of course, our subject matter, which is to mine data. So it is used to analyze and visualize our data in a structured. Why structured? Because it's organized. So you can see labels, okay, and tabular way. So by and by, we will also learn how to conduct a pivot table, okay. And this Google Sheet, as the name implies, it is the counterpart of Microsoft Excel offered by Google, and it's actually part of the Google Drive service. So I hope you are familiar with Google Drive service. So your Gmail is a part of a Google service, okay? Your Google Drive service, it's like your hard disks in the cloud or in the Go that is provided by Google. So what are these one? We have the Docs, so Google Docs, or the counterpart of Microsoft Word. We have your Google Sheet, your Google Slides, okay, your Google Notes, okay, your images, and so on and so forth. So we are lucky that there is a free, no? There is a free uh, offering. So it is part your Google Drive actually, 'di ba? When you create your Google account for your Gmail, no, you will be you have been given with 15 gigabyte free, okay, and that 15 gigabyte will is your Google Drive storage. So this includes uh, storages for Google spreadsheet, Google Sheets, Google Docs, and also when you upload your files, such as your video files, your images. So it's a centralized Google Drive service now. Okay, so it is a free web-based tool. Why web-based? Because it uses the internet that allows for collaborative editing of spreadsheets in real time. So since it is connected to the internet, okay, uh, you have the capability to share it, with your uh, other colleagues, okay, and they will be able to edit simultaneously. Okay, so if you wanted to share your PowerPoint slides, and you want them to, you want help, no? You can share the PowerPoint slide, the Google slide link to your group mates. Then you can edit your Google slides at the same time. So that's what you call collaborative editing. Okay. So the number one feature of the Google Sheet is the collaborative editing. Okay. But now, as we are aware, before Microsoft Office is only offline, but now they are already offering also via the OneDrive or the Microsoft Office 360. So it's like a Google Sheet already. It has also the um, web-based or the Chrome of or the browser-based and also the software based still. So the disadvantage of Google Sheet, I think, is it's not does not have a dedicated software. So it's purely based on browser. Okay, so if we say collaborative editing, it allows multiple people to view and edit a spreadsheet simultaneously, meaning changes are being shown in real time. Okay, then you can even conduct chats, no, within Google Sheets, so that uh, it has a chat feature, so we can see it later on. Then it allows us to see who else is viewing or editing the document. Okay, if the one you shared is logged in his account. Okay, if it's anonymous, syempre it's anonymous. You will not know who is editing, and the audit trail will not be recorded if you share it anonymously. So we will see all of it in a while. Then integration with Google Drive. So it is fully integrated with Google Drive. Okay. You can even create Google App scripts to communicate, no, to communicate between these Google services. Like for example, you wanted to export data from your Google Sheet to a template in a Google Doc. Like for example, you want to create a Google form that captures a reservation form. Then it will be exported in the Google Sheet. Then from Google Sheet, you will export it to Google Docs, no, in a template for an invitation. So you can do that now using Google Scripts, but it's advanced already. Then, as I have said, it is cloud-based, so it uses internet, it uses servers. Okay, since it is cloud-based, no, it has an autosave feature. Okay, so what's the advantage of being in cloud-based? So if your computer crashes, okay, your file is safe since it's not stored in your local hard drive. Okay, but one disadvantage is you should have a good internet connection. But right now, Google Sheet has a feature that is offline, so you can work offline and then you can activate that actually, the Google Sheet working on offline. Then if your internet connection resumes, it will automatically upload the changes will be automatically updated and uploaded to the cloud. Okay, that's it. So that's cloud based. Then, of course, like many other spreadsheet applications, it has formulas and functions. So it supports wide range of mathematical formulas, so similar to Excel. But the one advantage of this is the explore feature. So it automatically generate insights from your data. It can automatically generate tables, it can automatically generate charts like that. So we can see it in a while when we are already exploring our Google Sheet. Then it has a data analysis tool. So it includes tools for sorting, filtering, and visualizing data. It also supports conditional formatting, pivot tables, and it has also analytics tool pack, no, that we can explore, like doing descriptive statistics, like doing inferential statistics, correlational analysis, like that one. So we will all be discussing in this course. Okay. Now, how can we access Google Sheets? Okay. So first, I will share my. Okay. So first, are you seeing my slides? So first, you should have Google, a web browser. Okay. So if you're using Windows and Mac, I think, are you all using Windows or one of you using Mac? Ma'am says, what are you using? Windows?
Opo. Opo, sir. Windows po.
How about Ma'am Oluwa? What do you use? Also
How
Windows?
do how do you mean, sir?
Sorry.
Can you repeat your question?
What do you have laptop? What is the operating system of your laptop? Is it Windows
I
or
actually, I actually, I actually don't have a laptop. I make use of my cell phone.
oh okay. You don't have any laptops?
I don't have, sir.
Maybe yeah, because you need it's very difficult if you use your mobile in Google Sheets. And also when we tackle Weka, you need to have your laptop because it should it only runs in actually Windows only. Okay? Okay. So to continue, so you need to have what are the requirements? You need to have an internet browser. Okay. I recommend using Google Chrome. Okay, for accessibility option since it's part of the Google family. Okay. Then at least you have a good internet connection, maybe a DSL or a 3G or 4G connection. Okay. And that's it. So uh, okay, after that, you open your Google Chrome and then you should have a Google account. So I hope you have your own Google account because you have your Lorma account, right? So it's based on Google. So once you have Google account, so you open a new tab like this one, okay? Then be sure you have been logged in like this one, okay? If you have not logged in, you can log in, or if you have no account, you can sign in your account, then log in. So once you have logged in, okay, first signing in with account. So there are ways on how we can access Google Sheets. Okay, so for the first way, okay, you can access Google Sheet through this one. So are you seeing this one? The Google app button. So I hope you're seeing this one. The what's this one? The 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, you can click this one. Then all of the apps of Google are here. So you have the search, the maps, the YouTube. Okay, so the Google Sheet is at the end. So this one, Google Sheet, Google Docs. So all of the services of Google are here. Okay, so this is the first step. So click this one and click Sheets. And you will be redirected to your Google Sheet drive. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, second one is to access via the Google Drive. Okay, I will just open another drive. Then just type drive.google.com. Okay. Then in here, you will see your Google Drive. So you can create folders here. Okay, new folder. Okay, for example, MIS page like that one. Then you can enter this one, and to create a new Google Sheet, just press the enter and click the Google Sheet here. Then you can either create a Google spreadsheet through a blank or from a template. Okay, so this one. Okay, this is your Google Sheet. Okay, or from template. If we say template, so you can select from various templates, such as a to-do lists, okay, like that one. Okay, so there are many templates available. Okay, then the third, so first access is here, you know. Then you can create blank or start a template also. Then through the Google Drive, through here, new, or you can right click this one. So right click your folder and this one. Okay, you can do it also here. Like just like doing it in your local folder. Okay, you can right click this one and these are the options. So there is the Google Sheet. Or you can go directly from sheets.google.com. When you type it here, you also goes here. It also redirects you here. So it's the same. Okay. Or the fourth one, if you don't need to create folders or specific location in your Google Drive, just type sheets.new. Okay, sheets.new. Then you press enter, it will automatically give you a new spreadsheet. Okay, do you have any questions in our how to create new spreadsheets? So there's 4 ways on how to create spreadsheets. So through this app, okay, then DigiSheet, okay, through your Google Drive, drive.google.com, then select your folders, okay, then you can click here, then this one, blank or from the template, or you can right click here, also Google Sheet, blank template, or through the website sheets.google.com, and you can create blank or any template here, or directly from sheets.new. Okay, so I hope we are clear on how to create a new Google Sheet. Okay, then how about saving a Google Sheet? Okay, as I have said a while ago, a Google Sheet is saved on the cloud, so it has an auto save feature. So as you can see, if you open a new sheet, no sheets that new. So if you open a new sheet, it is not yet saved. Okay, so it is not yet saved. So to do that, so as you can see, so we will create this one. Okay, so if you open a new sheet, it is not yet saved. So if we close this one, so there is no untitled spreadsheet here. Okay, since so to save it, okay, to auto save it, you just type anything. So if you type anything, meaning if Google if the system detects that you have if any changes made, no, to the sheet, it will automatically be saved. So if yeah, this one it's already saved, then you will see this one save to drive, and you can see now this icon. So you see here, so it's saved. So see document status, all changes saved to drive. And as I have said, you can also for offline use, but you need to activate it. Okay, so that's saving Google Sheet. Okay, so let's try this one. So open from a blank sheet, and then just type this one. Okay, type anything and it will save. Okay, then this one, so it is already here. Okay, if you make a spreadsheet here, it will be saved by default. It will be saved in the root of your Google Drive. So it's here, this one. So this one is this one. Okay, so if you create a sheet from sheets.new, okay, it will be automatically in your root folder. So this is your root folder when you click your drive. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so that's the way on how we save it. Okay, then if you want to save it, for example, this one, if you want to save it to another folder in your Google Drive, for example, this one, if you want to save it in another folder in your Google Drive, just click this one, the folder icon, the move icon here at the top. So just click that one, okay? And then select the folder where you want it to be saved. Okay, so for example, we want to save this one here. Okay, and then move here. Okay, okay, then when you look at here, there's already two here, okay? Then in your Google Drive, there is no longer, the file is no longer here. Okay, so are we clear? Okay, so that's the way on how to save and move Google Sheet. Okay, next, how do we open an existing Google Sheet? So there are also ways based on how we create, okay? So first, if we go to this one again, okay, you can click, if you use this one, so this is the sheet drive, you can open here, okay, and then you can open it in your recent, so recent, so in here your recent, open the Google spreadsheets, or you can open it in your drive, so to select in your specific folders, or you can also open file that is shared to you. So all of the Google Drive that is, or Google Sheets that is being shared with you will be located here. Or if here starred, so meaning you can tag your Google spreadsheet as favorites, so that you will be you can access it immediately. Okay, this is useful if you have so many sheets in your Google Drive. Like for example, this one. So just toggle it here, the star. Okay, okay. So if you go, if you oh wait, if you open here, okay. So here is this. Okay, so are you seeing my presentation? So that's the use of the star up on this tab. Okay. Then you can also open from your computer, okay? And or you want to upload it, like if you want to upload it from your Google, from your local hard drive. So just click the upload button, okay? So that's how to open an existing Google Sheet, okay? So, or if you are in your drive, just double click it, okay, to open it, like that one, okay? Or you can also right click it and open with Google Sheets, like this one, okay? Or inside another Google spreadsheet, you can also open another sheet. Just click the file menu, then click open. And the open file that I have discussed, the open dialog box that I have discussed will also open. Okay, so same. Start computers upload. So yeah. Okay, so that's how you open an existing Google Sheet. Then, how do we rename and name Google Sheet? Okay, to rename Google Sheet, when you create a new sheet, right? So when you create a new sheet, di ba, new that sheets that new. So when you open a new sheet, the default name would be untitled spreadsheet. Okay, to rename it, just hover your mouse here, and you can see it's telling you that you can rename. You just click that, and then you just type what type the file name. For example, lesson 1, and then press enter. Okay, when you press enter, it's already saved to the drive. Again, this one was created using the direct link, the sheets.new. So therefore, it is saved in our root directory. Okay, where's our root directory? Why it's missing? There, the lesson 1 here. Okay. Okay. So I hope. So if you want to rename it, just rename this one. So it will automatically save in your Google Drive. Okay. So that's the easiest way to rename. Okay. Or you can go to File and click the rename button and still here. Or if you are in your Google Drive again, like accessing it in your local drive, just click this, right? Just right click the file that you want to rename and click the rename button here. Okay, so that's the ways on how to rename and name your Google Sheet. Next, now how do we share a Google Sheet? Okay, so as I have said, the feature of Google Sheet, we have a feature in Google Sheet that is collaborative editing. So to share your Google Sheet, so when you first I will show you when it is open. So for example, you want to share this, okay, to uh to your collaborators. So just beside your account logo here, your account profile picture here, this one, click this share. So as you can notice, if the key padlock is, if the lock is, if the padlock is like this one, no, it is only shared. It is not shared. So it is only shared by. It can only be seen by you. But if you click this one, the share dialog box will pop up. So in here, first, you can add people or groups here. Okay? So in here, you can see who has access to your Google Sheet. So at this time, you can only see your account, okay, as the owner. Then this one, general access. So your Google Sheet is default being restricted, meaning only people with access can open the link. Let's say if you want to share with your friend, so just get their Google account, okay, and type here, okay, or you can also share to other email address like Yahoo Mail. You can also do that. Okay, so for example, to share, just type your email address and automatically, if the now the Google Sheet can find your can find can validate if the email that you have entered is existing or not. If it's existing, uh, there is a suggestion here. Okay, so you just click that one, and then in here you can choose, okay, the capability or the access of the user that you want to share with. So the default is editor, meaning he can edit, no, the Google Sheet. So he can change the format, he can uh, delete columns, he can add data like that one. If it's viewer, okay, if it's viewer, it cannot be able to edit data. And if it's a commenter, okay, he will be able to comment only. Okay, then you can check this notify people so that it an email will be sent to that email address notifying the user that you shared a Google Sheet with him. Okay, then you can have your personalized message here. Okay, and then what you will do is you can also set settings. If you click this one, okay, you can specify whether editors can change permission, because in Google Sheet you can change permissions, okay, whether you can change who can also access like that one. If you don't like others to allow other users, no, to change their permission, so you should uncheck this one. Okay, and also if you want the viewers and commenters only to download, print, and copy, and you check this one. If you don't want them to copy or print or to download your file, and you want only them to access your file through the web browser, you should uncheck this one. Okay, So it will automatically save. So as you check it, it will automatically be saved. Okay. Then in here, before you can send, you can copy the link. Okay. When you copy the link, it will be notified that you copied the link, and you can uh, share this one, no, in the Facebook Messenger, Viber, like that one. But if you directly share it with the email, so it will also include in the email, it will also be included. Okay. Then, sorry. Then you click the send. Okay. Once you click the send, okay, the let me show you. Okay, the user can the one you shared will yeah, this one, the user will be notified. He will receive like this one, like this email. So PGR Sakasim shared a spreadsheet like this one. Then he can already open this one. When he open this one, okay, he can now, oh, it's okay, it's comment only. So if it's comment only, so you cannot type anything. Okay, then the user can request edit. Okay, so if okay, so you can see now, no, as I have said, you can see whom you shared this file. Okay, so that's me. Okay, the one we shared a while ago. And as I have said a while ago, you can chat here. Okay, hi. So can you edit cell A2 like that one? Okay, and in the other side, so he can access it. That's one. Okay, so are we clear? Then uh, uh, to change the access of to change the access of the user, just click the share button, and just in the email, you just select it again, editor, and then save. Okay. Then in the shared account, okay, when he refresh it, so he can now edit. Okay. So you can see, so in collaborative editing, you can see it real time. So this is my other account, okay, and this is the owner account. So you can, every user, no, you can see where is the cursor, like that one, and if you hover it, you see, oh, so this is the red one. So the red one being the owner, you see that the red one is this account. Okay. So if the one you shared types, you can see real time. Okay. Hi, hello, like this. So you can see. Okay. So that's the beauty of fun. Then you can see the edits. Okay. Show edit history. Okay. So like that one. Okay. If it's anonymous, you cannot see who edited. So don't forget that you don't if your Google Sheet contains sensitive file, or you want to track, okay, the changes, you should share your Google Sheet only to those who has account, so that you can see, okay, who edited that cell. Okay, so for example, like again this one, edit one, then edit two, like that one. So when you click that one, you can see the edit history. Oh, you see, replace one with two, then also the time. Okay, so you can see the latest edit and all of the edits. Okay, so that's the advantage of sharing an account specifically. Okay, or what you can do is instead of sharing account one by one, typing account here one by one, you just wait lang. I will show you. I will just remove access to this account. So what you will do is this one, you stay, I will just save it. So share, then it should be restricted. Okay, because this one restricted and anyone with link. Okay, if you make it anyone with link and you copied it, and for example, me, okay, if I open this one and you gave me the link, okay, I can immediately see it, but I cannot edit. So the default view is view only. Okay, but you can, but it can already be seen publicly. So if your data is sensitive, so don't do that. Okay, then uh you just restrict the view. Okay, if you restrict it, then you copy and you don't want to type here the email address of the people or the user you want to share that Google Drive because it's toxic. Okay, wait. I will also share with you. So you can see, oh, there's a horse. So anonymous unicorn. So which is this account because it has access. Okay, so if you shared it publicly and without account, okay, you don't know who is this anonymous unicorn. Okay, it's a random guy. Okay, so never do that if your Google Sheet contains sensitive information. Okay, and go back if you want to share it with restriction. So what you can do is instead of typing all the email address here, okay, you just copy this link. Okay, then share it to your messenger like that one and let them open. Okay, so let me show it again. Okay, okay, so when I open the link, okay, when you enter it, okay, okay, so since it's restricted, you will need to request access. Okay, so that's one way. Okay, so you can request access. So, hi, okay, can you share this access, this Google Sheet, like that one. Then, if you request access, the one requesting, so the owner of the Google Sheet will receive an email. So I will show you. Uh, okay. So the owner of the Google Sheet will receive this one. Okay. So he can see that someone, according to the name and the email address, is requesting access to the following spreadsheet, then his image, his message. Okay, then you can either decline, okay, or share, or you can manage sharing. So you can either set if this one will be an editor or a commenter only, like that one. Okay, so wait. So this one you can set here. Okay, so what's the good thing here? So you don't need to type everyone here. So for example, you want to share to your group mates, no? Instead of getting their email address, so you just press this one, you press the share button, then stay restricted, then click this copy link, then this one you will share this to everyone. Okay? Then when someone requests it, okay, you will receive notifications in your email and then go to your email and then you can see. So never, yes, it's a common sense, never share to the people you don't know. Okay, so that's why when someone requests that uses not his name or a random name, so you should ask in your group mates, who's Kenkoy, like that one, or who's username at gmail.com. So before sharing, so, okay, then you can see what is he requesting here, and then if it's only viewer, commenter, editor, and then click share. Okay, if you decline. So that he will not gain access. So if you share it, okay, then when you open already the email, the link that you have that you have given, no, you can already edit. Or let's just check the Gmail, the gmail.com. Or you can also receive, okay, a notification that you have that you have shared the sheet to him, like this one. So has invited you to edit the following spreadsheet, like that one. So he will click open and then he will open. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So that's the way on how to share spreadsheet. So the best practice there is not to share your spreadsheet in public, okay? Because it might contain what's happening? It contains confidential information. Okay, so are we clear on that? Okay, so that's the way on how to share spreadsheet. Okay, okay, so that's the basics of spreadsheet. Now, so we need, so anything, no, anything, any software you use or when you are new, you should know, you should understand how it works. You should know the interface. Okay, so let's go now. So what is the Google Sheet environment? So the primary workspace in Google Sheet is called a spreadsheet. So it is a spreadsheet application. So let me just delete some of the so that we will be opening only. Wait, I have forgot. Uh, Before we proceed, let me also on how to uh, import. Okay, how to import another Excel. Okay, so for example, you want to open an Excel and not Google Sheet format. Okay, so for example, I have a file. I will upload the file. Then you have a file named Microsoft Excel because Google Sheet has different format with uh, Microsoft Excel. Okay, so just click that one. Then it will uh, open. It will upload. Okay. Wait. Wait, I will just show you how to open. So for example, this one is an XLS file. So you can see naman the file name. So to open this one, you just click this one. And then when you open an XLS file, you can see the format, which is Microsoft Excel format. So so that you will not be having problems doing analysis later on because the although Google Sheet can read an Excel file, some of the functions of Excel file is not available in Google Sheet and vice versa. So you need to save this one as Google Sheet. So to do that, okay, just click the file, then you see this one, save as Google Sheet. Okay, so if this is a CSV, that CSV file will be written here. So before you do any analysis in Google Sheet, before it's be sure that it's in Google Sheet for file format. Okay, so to do that, just click File and then Save as Google Sheet, and it will open to a new tab. Okay, you can see that it's already a Google Sheet, no, when there is no file format here. Okay, So that's one. So that's what. Okay, that's how you import and uh, convert other formats to Google Sheet format. Okay. Now we now proceed to understanding the surface. So what is the Google Sheet environment? So this is our Google Sheet. So uh, Google Sheets workplace is called a spreadsheet. Okay. Then each spreadsheet can contain multiple sheets. So here, so this is sheet one. Okay, just like a book. A book is like a Google Sheet or a Google spreadsheet, and each sheet is a page of a book. So that's the analogy. Okay, so this one is a sheet. So sheet one. So we will be discussing by and by. So what is sheet? So again, so this is a spreadsheet. Okay, in here you need to understand what is a cell and what is a row, a column. So when we say a row, it is labeled one. It is labeled numerically. So this is a row. A row is horizontal. Okay, see this is row one up to there, row two, and so on and so forth. So this is a row. Okay, then it is labeled numerically from one to by default, it is 1,000. If you need to add some rows, you just scroll down and add specific number of rows. Like for example, 50, you will be added 50 rows. Okay? So that's rows. So how to add rows? So you can right click the label, and then you can insert one above and insert row above. If you insert one below, it is also already inserted, and it has already added to the total number of rows. Okay, that's it. So how this is a row, so it is labeled as numerical. Then you need also to know what is a column. A column is labeled as letters. So we have A, B, C, D, and so forth up to Z. Okay. How to add columns again, like the row, you can click here in the label, then then right click and insert. You can insert either, wait, this one na lang. You can either insert to the left or to the right. Okay, so letter Z, di ba? The alphabet is from letter A to Z. So what do you think will follow letter Z? Okay, so if you right click this one and you add another column to the right, so it will be labeled as AA. Then AA, AB, AC, AD, then BB, BA, BC, BD. Like that one. Okay. Now, you also need to know what is a cell. A cell is a data point in a spreadsheet, which it is the intersection between the row and the column. Okay, so this is cell A1. Okay, so how can you verify? For example, this one. Okay, so where am I? So although it's highlighted, so you have K17. So you need to locate the highlighted one. So the easiest way to determine what cell are you in is through here, the name box. Okay, this is K17. So if you place your cursor here, it's G8, like that one. Okay, so that's a cell. Okay, so in Google Sheet, since it's free, okay, you have a total assignment. You can search, no, what is the maximum allowable number of cells that Google Sheet can offer. Okay, so that's an assignment for you. Okay, then what is a range? A range is a cell that you can perform actions on like formatting. So a range is a group of cells. Okay. So when you how to select a range, just click this one and then left click your mouse and then you hover it, okay, to the cells you want to select. So this one, the range is separated by a colon. So the cell starts from the top left cell that you have selected and the lowest, the right lower leftmost cell that you have selected. So in this case, we selected the A1, which is here, and the D8, which is here. Okay, so that's the range. Okay, so in your formula, you can use ranges. Okay, and another one, you can also use your keyboard to select. So you can, you to select, you can press Shift, then the arrow key. So arrow right, arrow left to deselect, like that one. Arrow down or arrow up, like that one. Okay, so that's the Google Sheet environment. So you have the row. So you don't say row A, column 1. Okay, it's always row 1, column A. Okay, next. Where is the title bar? The title bar is at the very top of your spreadsheet. Okay, this one is the title bar. So click that. You already know. You can rename the title of your Google Sheet. Okay, that's the title bar. Next, the menu bar. Where is the menu bar? Below the title bar is the menu bar. You can have the file, edit, this one, and help. So each menu has a sub-menu. Okay, under file, you have your new, like that one. Okay, your edit, like that one. Okay, in our course, the data, okay, so the data menu has the functions, no, that we can use during our data analysis. Okay, so we have the sort sheet, create filter, like that one. Okay, then we have the extensions, then the help. Okay, you can explore one by one. Then next, we have the toolbar. The toolbar are the icons from the menu or the submenu, no. It's an icon, a shortcut for the frequently used functions like the undo, okay, the redo. So I hope you are familiar. So it's just like your Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, or any other processing softwares. Okay, then it's important that you have the ability to format your data. Okay, format your cell and also format filtering and also functions, okay, that we will be discussing also, and then also create filter views. Okay, so that's the toolbar, this one. Okay, then below the toolbar is your formula bar. Okay, when you select a cell, okay, you see the cell here, ano, you can, and you can edit your contents here. Okay, then this is the formula bar. So this is the function and the formula bar. So when you click here, so you can enter formulas here. So in Excel, unlike in Excel, in Google Sheet, unlike mathematical expressions, no, the equal sign will always be uh, first, no. So Excel, so first 1 plus 1, like that one. Okay, 1 plus 1 equals 1. 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1. Okay, like that one. Okay, that's the formula bar. Okay, besides the name box. Okay, so don't worry. When you highlight this one, you know the shortcut. So you can memorize the shortcut so that it's easier, no, for you to manipulate later on. Okay, so this is the formula bar. Then the work area. So this is your work area, the group of cells. Okay, this one. Okay, so this is the work area. Why it's work area? Because this is where you enter data, you will manipulate data like that one. So in here in work area, if you don't like to see these grid lines, okay, you can click this one, view, then show. Okay, if you don't like to show the formula bar, so you can uncheck that one, or if you don't like to show the grid lines, okay, you can deselect it. Okay, this is true, no? If for example you have data here, no, A, B, C, ganyan, like that one, then 1, 2, 3, then you create a chart, okay, then if it has a grid line and if you screenshot it like this one, okay, okay, your screenshot, okay, looks like this. So there are lines here, you see, okay. So it's not good in the eye. So what you can do is uh to deselect the grid line so that when you screenshot your graph like that one, it's clean, okay? Oh, like this one, so it's clean. So that's the purpose of hiding the grid lines, okay? So that's a pro tip, okay? So, but if you are manipulating your data, okay, it's a best practice to show the grid lines so that you will not be disoriented. Okay, so it's very difficult. No? What's this? So it serves as your guide. So like this one, and of course your formula should be seen. Okay, like that one. Okay, so that's the work area. Okay, then as I have said a while ago, each spreadsheet has a sheet. Okay, like a book, as I have said earlier. So to add a sheet, click this arrow, this icon, the add sheet button, the plus sign, and it will be automatically added. Okay, sheet 2, and so on and so forth. So sheet 3, 4, 5, like that one. Okay, to delete a sheet, just right click the sheet you want to delete and press delete. And then, are you sure you want to delete? Press OK. Okay. And then if you want to rename it, you can double click this one and rename it. Okay, 4, like that one, and enter. Or you can right click this one and click the rename button. Okay, sheet 4. Okay, how can you hide sheet? So for example, you have your secret formulas here, or for example, you are doing your validation, or where your user can select, no, datas. For example, dog, cat, uh, pig, like that one, or sheep. And then, so this is your choices, no? Choices. Then your other sheet, no? Uh, you let your user please select an animal. And uh, in here, you did a validation, okay? Then in validation, okay, you select a drop-down category, then from a range, no? Then you select this one here, like this one. So, okay, okay. Then, of course, you don't want your users, no, to change the values, no, that you want to, because yeah, this one, oh, dog, cat, pig, sheep. If it's, if you shared your Google Sheet to others and you didn't hide the choices, of course, they can change your choices. So if you change it, so the sheep is already gone and the parrot. So the best practice here is to wait, wait, is to hide the sheet of your choices. Okay, so due to that, you just right click this one and press the hide sheet. Okay? So yan. So when you share that one, so be sure that when you share your Google Sheet to others, no, you hide or you protect whatever sheet, no, uh, you want to hide from them. Okay, then to unhide it, for example, you want to change again, so it's not already appearing here. You just click this one, the all sheet icon here. Click that one, and then just click again the hidden field. If you click, so you see, oh, the sheets that are not hidden are active. It's bold. Okay, then the hidden sheets were this one. It's lighter in color, so you just click that one so that it will be shown again. So if we click this one, okay, the sheet again, yan, already appeared again. Okay, so what else can you do with the sheet? So create, edit name, okay, hide, show, delete. We can also protect our sheet. Okay, so to protect our sheet from editing, you just click this one, then protect the sheet. Okay, so you enter the description of the sheet. So choices. Okay, so you can set your, if it's entire sheet or specific range. Okay, then set permissions, then restrict who can edit this range, so you can set it only you, custom, so if you want others also uh to edit it or change something, uh uh but although, please understand that if you protect your sheet, it only protect it from editing the contents. It will not protect it from conditional formatting, like the changing, deleting columns, like that one. Okay? So you can show a warning or restrict who can edit this range. Okay? So that's it. So you can see that you protect that sheet by clicking this one. Okay, so let me show you again. I will share this sheet, so tests to my account so that you can see. So for example, this one. So even if it's auditor, let me show you, so that you can. mm, Even though that you have shared it as editor, okay. So as long as the as soon as the in here, diba, the collaborative part. So you can only see this one if the the one you shared is currently editing it. Okay. So this one. So you see, oh, choices. Okay. We cannot. Sorry. The choices, no. This is uh, has a lock. Okay. So that's the protecting the sheet. Okay. Then what else can you do with the sheets? So do you have questions in the sheet? Tabs. Okay. So we have this explore. Wait, I will just open the our data set. Okay. So the explore button, okay, the explore button, you can access the explore button here at the rightmost bottom of the status bar. So this is your status bar. So you just click here, then it will automatically generate suggestions. So wait, I will just use the other uh, data set. Okay, so you just click here, and then it will give you suggestions of your data. Okay, so you can ask about your data. Okay, so just like an AI. Okay, so there's an analysis part. Okay, so for example, how many in column A, how many responses, how many cells has 5? Let's say nga, 5 in it. Let's say nga, if the oh yan, okay. So in column A, how many cells has 5 in it? So answer, count of column A, formula. So yan, this one, 101. So it's last like a AI. Okay, so that's the edge of Google Sheet. So it has an explore button. Okay, so that's the explore button. Again, okay. So now, so do we have any questions in our workspace? So if none, let us proceed with our data entry. Okay, in our data entry, so entering text and numbers. So it's easy. Okay, again, to enter data, just select the cell where you want to enter data. So if you enter, so it's a tip, it's a tip. When you enter a number, you know that you entered a number or not if by default Google Sheet, now in Google Sheet, when you enter a number, it will be aligned at the right, like this one. Okay? When you enter a string or a letter, like this one, it will by default it will be entered, it will be aligned at the left side. Okay. Okay, so that's entering number. Okay, text and number. So you just click that one. So you can also, for example, the date. For example, there is a format here, and when you copy this one and you paste here, the formatting will also be copied. So you can enter it by you selecting this one, copy, and then so that you will only copy the text, not the formatting. Okay, you can either double click that one and paste this, or you can paste here in the function, or you can paste, okay, using paste special, then values only. So we are ahead na, so we will discuss it by and by. So that's entering text and numbers. If you enter date April 5, 2023, okay, it's a number, okay? Because in Google Sheet, default that if you enter a date, it's it will recognize it as a number. Why? Because if you format it as a number, this is the number of the formatted date. Then it's aligned also. Okay. Okay. So number, date, it's a by default it is aligned, no, at the right. Okay. So don't forget that one. So it's a pro tip. So copy paste. So as I have already said, there are ways on how to copy. Okay, you want to copy, just select that one or select the ranges. Okay, then copy. Okay, then wait, where's so when you copy, so just select this one. Okay, and paste. If you paste it, also the formatting. If you if you paste special, so you can only paste the values I have said a while ago, or you can paste that one, formula only, if you have formula, so like that one, okay? That's the shortcut, or Control V, Control E, okay? Now, okay, so that's copy paste, okay? Then how to fill handle? What is fill handle? So fill handle, if you notice, when you select a cell, there is in the top in the bottom, in the rightmost bottom part of of your cell that is highlighted, there is a circle. This is what you call a fill handle. Okay, what does the fill handle uh for? Wait lang. So the fill handle will let you automatically fill a series of cells. Okay, what do I mean? Okay, what do I mean? So if we say you want to uh, copy a cell, for example, 1, okay, then you want to copy the number 1 across your rows. So just highlight the fill, then right click that one, and then drag it down until where you want that to be copied. Okay? So all of that one will be copied. Or, okay, if you want, so you can, so this one, if you only copy, for example, 1, and you want to be 2, 3, 4, 5, you want to have a series, okay, in Google Sheet, it's different from Microsoft Excel, because in Microsoft Excel, when you highlight the 1, then you use the fill handle, when you drag down, it will automatically 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But in Google Sheet, it cannot, by default, no, the system cannot recognize that one. Okay, what you will do is, you first what you want to as a series, then you enter the next value, which is in our case 2. Then you highlight both, and then you click this fill handle, and then you drag this one, and then it will be automatically filled. Okay, so it is you can use this when you are doing your orders in your data analytics. Okay, or you can do this Monday. If it's Monday, you don't need to write Tuesday. Okay, only the numbers, because when you drag this Monday down, it will automatically fill in a series, Monday to Tuesday, ganyan, ganyan. Okay? Also date, April 1, 2023. Okay? By default, when you fill it, it will fill the series of dates. But if you want to fill a certain pattern, like for example, April 7, 2023, April, for example, April 1, 2023, then April 7. So if pattern, you need to enter the next pattern, okay? Like that one. Then you select this one, then you drag. Okay, so it will automatically fill. So just like 1, 7. So the system will by 6. Okay, so that's it for the fill handle. So you can use the fill handle, no, comfortably, no, conveniently when you analyze your data later on. Okay. Now let's go to cell formatting. So how do we cell format? So in Google Sheet, we can change data formats. Okay. To, for example, we have this date. Okay. Let me, yan. So for example, so in Google Sheet, you can format by going to the format, and then these are the different formattings, okay, for the number, for the text. Okay, so for the number, you can format the cell, okay, if it's plain text, number, like this one, or so in our case, it's a date, So you can format it, format, number. You can have this date, okay? Or uh, uh, this is important when you do your data cleaning, okay? As I have said, no, your formats in a column should be the same all over your data set, okay? So format, number, you can customize date and time here, so you can delete this one actually. So delete, delete, so delete, delete, delete. Yan. So you can format what you like. So for example, you want to format it by month. So month, uh, day, year. Oh, so you can do that. So when you apply, wait lang, it's, year. It's, so you can do this one, day, month, year. But you can also select this one, 2 digit, okay, single digit like this one. I am thinking of the code. Sorry. If month, you it will only give you the numerical like that one. Just wanna wait lang ah. I'll just test this one. But you can do that. So month, day, year. It cannot be in Python. Okay. So in Quan, so you can delete this one. What you will do is format, date, okay? Okay, you can change this one. So if you want to have a full format, okay, or with a leading zero like this one, okay? Yan. And then again, if you format this one, you don't need to when you drag this one, okay? I sorry. If you format this one, you should select first all, and then you having problem. You select first all, no? Okay, so that's the way to how to format. So you select first all, okay? I'm thinking of the Excel, sorry. So that one, okay? So what else can you do for the format? So by default, this one, it's for currency. So by default, your Google Sheet is in dollar sign. So if you want to format in with your own country, you should specify first in the settings. So just go to file, then settings. Okay? Then you can set it according to your country. So for example, we are in the Philippines, then you can also set your time zone. So if you're in Manila, then save and reload. So it will be reloaded. Okay? So you can see that your currency here is already in PHP. I don't know why the currency of the Philippines is PHP. But if you like the peso sign, what you will do is, for example, this one, format, number, and currency. This one, oh, Philippine peso, or this is the custom currency. So you can search this one. So Filipino, yan. So you can do that one. But if you want shortcut, if you click that one, it's in PHP. Okay? So that's for the changing data formats. Now, in cell formatting, conditional cell formatting. So in our data set, okay, for example, in our data set here, so wait, I will just hide this one. Hide. So for example, in our column, this one, okay, uh, we can highlight, no, we can do conditional formatting, meaning we can format certain certain values in our cells. Okay. So for example, in here there is this is a question of my questionnaire. So in here you just want you you want to highlight um the questions, no, who were answered by 5. Okay. So what you will do is you select your range that you want to condition, you want to highlight, you want to format, then just go to format, then conditional formatting. Then by default, okay, this one, you can set your rules here. Okay, so apply to range, you can change your range here by selecting the data again. So like that one, or like that one, okay. Then the format rules. So you can select is not empty. Then what is the format? It is bold, italic, underline, so strike through like that one, okay, or a like that one. So you need to for so what's the value of this one? So for example, there is a like for example like that. So you want to know what are the cells that are empty. Okay, for example, this is a form. Wait, so for example, this is a form. And the user, wait, I will just, so name, like that one. So name, age, sex, like that one, no? Address, like that one. So if you are using Google Sheet for a form, so you can condition that formatting, no? To, okay, if cell is empty, yan. Okay, done. So that uh, you can tell your kind that please fill up those that are highlighted in green. Okay, so name, TJ. So when they already fill this one, okay, since your format is the cell is empty, it will be colored green or it will be colored red like that one. Okay, so that's the value of cell formatting. Okay, and if you want to like that one, if you want to use it as a form, no, or in data analysis, data cleaning, this is a visual way on how you can easily see, for example, this one, let's say it's empty, okay? Then, uh, uh, then, instead that you manually scrolling down what are those empty cells, no, you just format it as this one, like this one. So if you scroll down your mouse, then you see that there's a red, it's a green, so it means that it's an empty. So it's for easier view. Okay, so that's a one value of the conditional cell formatting. So to delete your cell for to edit it, okay, to see all your cell formatting, just click this one and this conditional formatting, okay, and then you just delete this one. If you delete this one, the formatting will delete. Okay, you if you need to add another rule like this one, okay, you just click the add button. Okay, so it's self-explanatory naman. And if you would like to, what else? So if you would like, di ba? For example, you have let me just delete this formatting. So for example, di ba, you have fill this one and then type this one. Then you need to uh, change the background of this one to white again instead of getting the fill color to white. Okay, you can click the you can click the clear formatting. Okay, wait. Okay, you can click the formatting so that whatever format you applied in your cell uh, returned, will be reset, will be, we call what that, will be returned to the default format. Okay, so format. Then if you want also to alternate things, no, alternate your, for example, this table, your data sets, if you want to alternate, just select the rows you want to alternate, then format, then alternating colors. Okay? If it's not included, di ba, your header is dark. So if your header is not included, you just click here. Okay? Then you can choose the color here. Okay? So that's the formatting. Okay? Then that's the conditional formatting. Okay. So what else? So now we go now to the basic formula. Okay, so since we are in the analytics, no, we should know the basic formulas in using Google Sheet. Okay, as I have said a while ago, we have the formula bar. So this is where you will type your formula. So as I have said, you can if you use your formula, be sure that you always start it with an equal sign. Equal sign, then followed by your formula. It may be addition, okay, or a function like that one, count, like that one, okay. Now, a pro tip. So, how about if you don't like, if your cell is not a formula, but you like, you would like to show your audience, no, the equal sign in this cell. For example, I am lecturing, no, how to, what is the formula for count if, like that one. And then you want to show, di ba? You want to show this one. And then, di ba? The problem here is if you type formula, it will treat it as formula. So you will not see the formula. Are you getting my point? Okay, even though you cannot do equal sign because it will give you an error. So the pro tip. So, di ba, it's an equal sign. The Google Sheet will treat it as equal, as a formula. So the magic key there is you can put a single quotation before equal sign, like this one. Okay. So when you press enter, okay, it's magic. Okay. So you can, it's the system, the Google Sheet will not treat it as a formula anymore. So in this way, you can show, no, the what you want to convey. Okay, so that's it. So it's a single uh, apostrophe, colon. Okay, I colon. Uh, okay, punctuation, I should say. Then what else? So that's the formula bar here. So this is where you enter your formula. Now, what are the basic mathematical operations? Wait lang, I will just, my one is hanging. Wait, I will just stop sharing again. It hung. It's having problem. Wait. Hmm. So we go now to basic mathematical formula in Google Sheet. Okay. So what are your basic maths? So it's simple lang. So to add, Okay, equal sign, then 1, use the plus sign. Subtract. Okay, use the minus sign. Okay, multiply. What do you use? Equals. Do we use the X sign? It's an error. So you use the asterisk. Then divide. How can you use the divide? So slash. Okay. Ay, sorry. Equal sign. Don't forget the. Ayun. Hey, ano ba yun? Format number. So you can format this one because you can delete this one. Delete. Or you can clear the formatting. Okay? So divide, equal sign, like that one. Okay, how about exponentiation? Okay, you can exponent. So 4 raised to 4. So exponentiation. How to exponentiation? So this one, and then what do you call this sign? It's your assignment. What's this sign? Okay. So the above the number 6 in our keyboard. May, sorry. Equal sign. Don't forget the equal sign. Oh, bakit 4 times 4? False. 4 raised to 4. So why it's problem? A problem. Okay. So how about modulus? What is a modulus? Modulus is the remainder. You get the remainder of two numbers. No. So if we divide 4 divided by 3, the modulus would be 1. So equals modulus. Okay. Then the number, that mod. Mali na naman. Wait, mod. Number, then, the- okay, 1. Okay? That's it. So that's the basic mathematical expression. Then, are you familiar with the PEMDAS? What does PEMDAS rule? So in Excel, it is also observed. So the PEMDAS rule, P stands for parentheses, E for exponentiation, okay? M, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Okay, what's the result of this one? Times 2 minus 2, okay, 2. So, what would be the result of this one? So, it's 1. Why? So, uh, exponentiation first, no? Okay. Then, so it's 4, and then multiply 2 times 2, 4. Also there. Okay. Divide 2 divided by 2, 1. Okay. 1 plus 2. Okay. 1 plus 4, I should say, because you also already multiply this one. 1 plus 4, 5, then minus 4 equals to 1. That's why it's 1. Okay, that's the PEMDAS rule. Now we go to basic functions. What are basic functions? A function in Google Sheet is an inbuilt formula that runs specific calculations. So you need to follow the right thing. So you always remember in function in Google Sheet, no, you need to follow the right syntax for the function to work. Okay. you need to provide it with values in the order it understands. So an example of this one, the sum function. Okay, the count function, like that one. Okay? So in Google Sheet naman, so it has a guide. So let's say you want to add values. So you want to add this one. So you can do it by using function instead of equals 1 plus 1 plus, yan, like that one. Okay, you can use the function. Okay, equals sum. Okay, then open parenthesis. Okay, can you, I don't know if, wait. I will make it bigger so that you will see. Okay, that one. Okay, so function, so equals, okay, sum, okay. You see this one, you can select a cell if you see this space icon here, okay. Then if you see it, you can see that there is a tutorial here. Learn more about range selection, like that one. Okay, so you can sum, supposed to be okay. Then you can select this one. Yeah, that's it. So equals, okay. So these are the different uh, functions. Okay. Then you can uh, why is it not showing in my part? Okay, so if your function is not uh, correct, so it's either error or name. Okay, so that's the function of the sum. So the sum is addition, average. So average, you know now the average. Average is also called the mean. So you select it. Okay. How about count? What is count? So what is count? I will just return this one. Okay, what do we mean by the count function? So if we use count, equal sign count, because in count you can you have count and count A. Count would count only the cells with numbers. Okay, so count. Okay, so in every one you can turn. Okay, that's why I'm not seeing it. It's okay, you can turn the question the that's why it's hidden pala kanina. So every yan, it's okay now. So the sum, no? So in every formula, in every function, no, if your help the uh help what's this one? Help function is activated, no? You can be guided this one. So sum, then how can how will you, di ba? As I have said earlier, you should follow the format, no, of the what is looking for. So for example, if sum, so value 1. So this is the tutorial, okay? Value 1, okay, first number or range. So it can be first or it could be range, like that one. Then when you click again this one, followed by comma. So there are suggestions, okay? So as a guide, okay? So count. So if we say the count function, okay, okay. Let me. Okay. What's the if you use the count function? What would be the value here? Okay, I will just this one na lang. Okay, this one na lang. Okay. So count function. Count. Okay, let's count this one. So if count and count A, the system counts the non-empty cells. Ay, tama, the non-empty cells, okay? So why is it only 12? So because if you use the count, it will only count the numerical, okay? So the numbers. As I've said, the dates will be treated as numbers, okay? The numbers, okay? That's the value of count. If we say count A, what is count A? So equals count A. If we say count A, again, why is it 24? So if count A, you you count the cells that are not empty. All of the cells, regardless of what is the content of what is the data type of that cell, may it be letter or character or number. If you use the count, it will only count the number. So you can only count. So it's for easier memorization. You only count numbers. You can count all. So A is all. You can count all. That's one. Okay. Then if you use the count if, again, count if and count if. So multiple criteria. If you have only one criteria, so what is the range? Count if, then followed by, if you also click this one, comma, then what is your criteria? Count if, okay, you can see if it's 3, like that one, I'll just gonna, okay, nothing, okay, or 1, okay. So it's a certain criteria. Let me just test this one. Okay. So in Excel kasi uh, if a post if double if what do you call this one? Yeah. It will not detect it as a string or number eh. So ayan. So count ifs is for multiple criteria, okay? Like count if count ifs your range, then criteria 1 is 1 uh, is let's say more than 1, and second criteria is less than 10, like that. Okay, then you, oh, why is it an error again? Error. Ay, no, 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 no. Why did you see an error? Sorry. You need to have you need to have another, that one. Oh, it's the error again. Criteria range. What do you think? Why is this an error? Are you still there? More than one. Why is this an error? Okay. Because you, sorry. Let me do that again. Criteria more than one. Yes. It's an error again. Never mind. So I will just check this one. So that's the count. Count unique. What is count unique? So you count the unique values. So count unique, this one, 12, or if you count this one, 7. Okay? Then concatenate, you can also concatenate cells. Meaning, if concatenate, you can add cells. Okay. For example, you concatenate this one. So if to concatenate, concat and concatenate. Concat of two values, concatenate if concat if it's two values, concatenate if more than three values. So concat, for example, concat this one, then this one. Okay, one Monday. If you like to concatenate this one, then followed by a space, and this one, okay, that one, okay. Then, if we say split, the reverse of concatenate, so split. So we have a function. So just get to the data, split text to column, then we can split it by comma, semicolon, space, like that one. So, for example, space, like that one, or we can split this one into spaces also. So just click this one. So be sure that if it's, wait, you can see it one. So if you split this one by a space like this one, so the content of the column will be overwritten. Okay, so be sure that you don't on your uh, if you split it like this one. Okay, so you can automatically detect it, or space like that one. Okay, that's the split function. Okay, now let's go now to the how do we apply data mining, no, in our data set, no, using the CRISP-DM methodology. I hope you still remember our CRISP-DM, no. This the business understanding, data acquisition, modeling, visualization, and communication, then deployment. Okay. So for example, no, so in every data mining, no, that you will do, okay, and this will be the coverage of your midterm exam. Okay, you will select a data set, then you will do this business understanding until conclusion and recommendation. Okay, so please follow the following steps. So for every data mining, first is you should uh, always um, uh, understand the topic. Okay, so for example, step one, so you should define a topic or a use case or niche. Or if your boss or your colleague gives you a data set, you must define first what the data set is all about, no, the topic or the use case. So in our case, so let's take a look at an example. In so a case, so we have a data set about diabetes mellitus. Okay, so this is our topic. So when you do your midterm exam, so later on, uh, you can choose from the Kaggle data sets, no, that I have uploaded in our Google Classroom. So there's three. There's heart failure. So I will discuss by and by. So there's three, no. So please follow these steps. Okay. So first one, so to define. So first one is to define the topic. So that's it, diabetes mellitus. So define the niche of your data set. Okay. Define the use case. So data uh, data. So in this case, it's diabetes. Okay. The second one is to search. So if you are the one who is doing a data mining project or a data mining project, so you will search. Or if you will be given data set from your company, from your organization, you accept the data set. So for example, you are searching. So you can search, alam nyo naman na you already know what are the sources of our data set. So you can use the kaggle.com. So I hope you, Ma'am Janelli, also talk about the data sources. So here you can just sign up here. Okay, you can sign in with your Google account. Okay, then you can search here. So for example, your topic is stroke. You can search stroke here. Okay, and then it will give you results. Okay, there are the brain stroke data set, stroke prediction data set, like this one. Then you can click this one. Okay, and then here is your data set. So so that's one way on how you can search your topic or a data set in public repository. Okay, that's it. So next one, after searching, you can now describe the data source. So for example, diba, we have stroke. Okay, so you click on this one. So in this page, you can derive your descriptions of the source. So for example, in my data set, okay, database health indicators, health indicators data set. It's too many kasi. Oh, this one, okay? This is my data set. Okay? So you describe the source. So how would you describe the source? So describe your data na. Okay? You describe like this one. So you screenshot. Okay? So in your midterm exam, don't worry, I will be posting this one. So in your exam, please follow this guide. So you screenshot where you got your data set. Okay? Then the website, of course. Okay. Then you briefly discuss what about your data set. So it's in here naman. Okay, like this one. And then okay, so it's up to you, how you would describe your data set. Okay, that's step 3. Okay, after describing your data set, because in your midterm exam, I need you to follow this step-by-step guide. Okay, then every step you should screenshot your answers. Okay, so again, step 1, define what's the topic of your data set, the general topic of your data set. Step 2, search. Okay, in searching, okay, you can place here your uh, uh, you can place here the search results, okay, or the website address. Okay, then describe the data source, again this one. Then you describe, okay, it's in here naman. Okay, describe the source. Then I think you already did this one, okay, in project, in doing your project proposal. Then of course, you describe the data set. In describing the data set, please follow this format. What is the file name? Okay. You can see this one. This is the file name. So the file name is uh, this one. And what's the format? Okay, it's a .csv file. So we have also already learned, from our previous lecture, what are the different data types, like the Excel, XML, JSON, XCS, like that one. I hope you all still remember. Then you also describe the file size, like it's 6.20 megabyte. Okay. Then the number of columns, features, or variables. Okay. 22, and the number of rows records, 70,692. So how can you do this in Google Sheet? Okay, so I will now teach you. Where's my Google Sheet? Where's my Google Sheet again? So let's go now to our data set. So this is our sample data set. So how to describe the data set, in Google Sheet? Okay. So as I have said, number of columns. So, diba, this the columns of your data set, okay, the columns, these are your columns, di ba? Column A, B, C, D, E. These are your features, okay? Or your variables. Okay. Then, di ba, variable is either a dependent variable or an independent variable. Your dependent variable is your target variable, and your independent variable uh, are your factors. Like for example, in this case, no. So diabetes is our dependent variable, and the high BP, high cholesterol check, like that one are our independent variables. Okay. Then each row, as I have said a while ago, each row is a record of a patient. So like this one, in row 2, the patient is classified as diabetic, as not diabetic, then it has a high BP value of 1, like that one. Okay? So each row. So how can you count, di ba, in you describing your data set, how can you count 22, no, using formula, and how can you count rows, which is 70,692, using formulas? So in describing your data set, so in your midterm exam, I also want to see this format. Okay, describe the data set like that one, then data cleaning like that one. So you just fill this one. So in your midterm exam later on, so copy, uh, just make a copy of this Google Sheet and just replace this row data, okay? Or you can copy the format and the count. So number of columns. So how can we count the number of columns using formula? By using the count A. Diba? As we have said, count A will count all the uh, field cells, all the cells with values, regardless of whether it is number or letter. Okay, so count A. So for easier, di ba, if you download a data set, sometimes the, 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 the sheet name is too long. So in as a best practice, no, you rename your raw data into raw data. Okay, so that it's short. Okay, then you should not perform, you should never perform analysis in your raw data sheet. Okay, always perform your data mining techniques, whether it's describing the data cleaning, in separate data sheet. Why? Because, okay, so that when you add another information, you just add here, okay? That's the main reason, okay? So describe the data set. So count raw data, so equal sign, count A, then select your raw data, okay? So raw, what is the raw? So you can count, okay? Like this one, okay? Then press enter. Wala, mali yun. Sorry. Naglolo ko yun. Count, ano bang count? Wait. So we use the count A function. Wait. It only count one. Yan. Okay? Then column, count A, then count the column across. So this one, then this one, that one. Okay? So count number of rows and number of columns. So that's the formula on how you can get the column, okay, using formula. Okay, the technique also here is you rows, you go to the last row, and if there is a uh, label, you just minus it one because your column headers is in row one. Okay, and one thing more before I forgot. So in raw data, no, before you anything else, no, you can also use the freeze column. Okay, as you can see, diba, if it's not frozen, like for example, no rows, diba, what your column header will disappear if you scroll down your view. Okay, so the best practice is if you have a header, no, just freeze the column so that if you scroll down, no, the the column header will remain so that you will not get lost, no, even if you are in the middle or in the last part of your records. Okay, to do that, okay, it's either I have already shown you. You either select one, you select the row that you want to freeze it, and you just click the view freeze up to row one. For example, you want to freeze uh, this row, so you click this row two, then view freeze, so it will automatically be uh, updated here up to row two. Okay, so up to row two. Okay, so if you only want to freeze the row one like this one, so view freeze up to row one. Okay, or can you see this one? This in the in this one, or what do you call this one? So you can drag this one in the row that you want it to be freeze, like that one. Oh, diba? So it's easier, it's shortcut. So if you don't want to have it freeze, like you just return this one. What do you call this one? Yeah. Okay. So like that one. Okay. So that's the describing the data set. Then part of describing your data set is show sample of the data set, no, of the data of the data set. So I want you to have a screenshot of the first 20 records and the last 20 records. Okay? And this is step 5 in your exam. Okay? First 20 and the last 20. Okay? Then for step 6, you now describe the unique columns. So the number of unique columns, and you describe what are these unique columns, and each unique column, what are their unique values. So how to do that? So it's in this one, also in this uh sheet. Okay. So to how to count the unique columns. Okay, first you get the unique columns. So how do you get the unique columns? Okay, you use the formula unique. Okay, unique. Then what is this transpose? If we say transpose, diba, for example, I will give you an idea. So you to get the unique values of a row or a column, no? So you use the unique function, equal sign, unique, then followed by the range. So you go to your data set, then click this one, and then click all your headers. Okay, then close, then that one. So what did you notice? So it will give you the unique values of your columns, but it is displayed horizontally. So that's not what we like. So we want to display it as a list, not as a header. So to display it as a list or a row, you should use the function transpose, okay? Like that one, transpose. So that your unique values will be listed as a list. So as a vertical list. Okay. So I hope you are following me. Then, when you already have your unique values, you can now count your unique columns. Okay, so how to count the unique columns again? Equals what? Count unique. As I have told you a while ago. Then choose the range and then press enter. Okay, so never mind that one. So it's 22. So that's it. So you have unique columns 22, then you describe each. Okay, for example, our set, you describe its database, its variable. Okay, so you can you can display now the unique rows in as a header. So as I have said a while ago, you can use the unique function without the transpose, so that you will not type. Okay, you will not what's this one? Type it, no? Okay. Then what? How can you uh, uh, show these unique values? So you use the unique function again. Okay, so equals unique, then range. So you go to your raw data, and then you include this one so that you will also include your data header. Okay, then wait lang, wait. Equal sign, unique, and okay, yeah. Sorry. You should include. It's there's a two. There's a. How can you do this one? So there is a two-way. So you can use the uh unique function na without the transpose. Okay, or you can use the unique function of each row data. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, so if you want to use the unique function of each row, you get the unique function of each row. You should include the header so that it will also be included in as a unique value. Okay, so again, again, like this one. Okay, so like this one, and then if you have already your unique value, I will just okay. Okay, you can use the fill in handle as we have discussed a while ago. You can use the fill in value. Okay, okay, yeah, so that it will be automatically like that one. So you can delete now because if you reference, there is no the reference from your range, no, is missing. Oh, so you like that one. So you were able to show now the different unique values of your variables. Okay. So now, a part of your describing your data is uh, your business understanding or the understanding of that or this part of your understanding of data is you should understand what the what each unique value means. Okay, for example, diabetes binary, no? For example, diabetes binary 0, 1. So what do I mean if we say 1, 0 in diabetes binary? So it's either you ask your source, you ask your boss who gave you your data set, or if you search from database or Google, so there, it's here naman, okay? What's the meaning? So 0, no diabetes. 1, diabetes. 2, diabetes, like that one. Okay, so it's in here naman. Uh, so you should include this one in your midterm. So like that one, 0, no diabetes, one pre-diabetes, and the like. So you should describe all, no, or all of your variables. Okay, not necessarily you 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 what's this one? You specify whether it's dependent or independent. Not yet. In this step, you just describe each variable, okay, and each unique column, okay, so that you can understand later on when you do your analysis what does it mean, okay. So like this one, okay. So okay, yan, okay, and then so you know now your data, and you understand now, no, your data, you understand now your topic, okay. You should read about diabetes mellitus, and if you see that your data set is about this one, so you now formulate your general problem, okay. What is your so in this is example, so we can uh, have this general problem. So what are the clinical risk factors associated with diabetes mellitus? So because of your domain knowledge of the topic, no, and because you have already are familiar with your data set, so what are the rows, what are the columns, what are those values mean, so you will be able now to define a general problem out of that one. So you are now ready to uh, state your problem. So in this example, like this one, so we can state the general problem as what are the clinical risk factors associated with diabetes mellitus. Because I believe that those 21 variables are risk factors, no, for the diabetes mellitus. Okay. Now, in here, you should know now what is your dependent variable and what is your independent variable. So in our case, in this data set, okay, we want to predict whether the patient has diabetes or not diabetes. So that's the target variable. As I have said, target variable is also your dependent because it depends on something. So that's so it's easier to remember, okay? Then the risk factors, the one you want to explore are your independent variables because they can stand on their own. So they can affect the target variable or they can affect the dependent variable. Okay? Then from that one, from your understanding of your data, from your understanding of your uh, data set, you will also be able to define your specific objectives. So in our case, we can determine clinical factors in terms of modifiable, non-modifiable risk factors. Okay, this is where domain knowledge comes in. Okay, so it depends on on what you would like to answer. Okay, then we can also have to determine the profile of patients without diabetes in terms of to determine the profile in terms of. So in your capstone project or in this midterm exam, no, each specific objective should be answered, no, whether through a graph, whether through a table. So we can see it later on. So this is our example objectives. And then this one, among the modifiable risk factors, what are those with high correlation or most predictive to diabetes and those that are not? So remember that what uh, uh, that you place your objective in place in creating your objective, you should have a data analysis tool or technique that can answer these specific objectives. Okay, so for our 1 to 3, it can be answered later on, no? It can be analyzed later on by pivot tables. Okay, our 4 and 5 can be analyzed using correlation analysis. And our 6, of course, can be uh, analyzed later on by inferential statistics. Okay, so now, we are ready to clean our data. So as I have said, do not analyze any data set without undergoing data cleanup. Okay? Because, as I said, it will affect your analysis. Okay? So, how to clean data? So, in cleaning data, okay, we can this one. So we can number of cells with null value. So we should check the null values. Okay, whether there are null values. Because if there are null values, the best practice there is to delete those null values. But if you can, for example, age, if you have a variable age and birth date, and the birth date is given but the age is missing, you can not you can choose not to delete that record or that row, because you can uh you can compute the age based on the birth date, diba? Am I right? So that's the exemption to the rule. But if you cannot derive the value from the existing values, no, or in your data set, no, don't don't just place, no, that's an intellectual dishonesty. Okay, so better delete it. Okay, and if you delete majority, no, more than 50% of your data is null value, so better, no, it's not a good data set. So better uh, collect another data set. Okay? Then, so, so what do we do now? So, how can we count the number of cells with null values? We use the count blank. Okay? That's where the count blank comes in. So, count blank, then you choose your row data. Okay? So, count blank. Wait. Okay. Then, we can also count each column, ano? So it's the same. It's instead of the whole range, you can only count the range, no? If you can see it, A2. So this is the start of the counting, and then if you want to best practice, if you want to count later on additional records that is blank, okay, you can also you can only specify the column name, okay, the column label, which is A, like that. Then fill handle until that one, then 0, 0. Okay, for example lang, for example, so for example, I will delete some data here, okay, for our example lang. So for example, I will delete this data here. So we now have 5 number of cells with null values 5. Okay. So how can we see which rows, okay, uh, uh, where are the null values in our data set? Okay, this is where filtering comes in. So I will teach you now filtering. Okay, how to filter your data set. So go to your raw data. Okay, so I will just click this one. So go to your raw data. Then select all the columns that you want to filter. Okay, so in this case, we want to filter all our columns, and the shortcut is here, this funnel icon, create a filter, or you can go to the data and then create a filter. Okay, if you create a filter, okay, your column header will turn into this one. There is a inverted triangle funnel. Okay, if you click this one, you can now perform your filtering. Okay, now you can filter by color or by condition. So you can specify is empty, not empty. Okay, text contains like that one. So it's self-explanatory. Or filter by values. Okay. In this filter of values, you can see no blank 0, 1. So you can also verify your unique values using the filter uh, function of Google Sheet because it displays the what is one? The unique values here. So there are ways on how to filter. So in our case, if we want to filter the null values, okay, you will select so clear, then just select the blanks, then okay. Okay, this one. Okay. Okay, before I forget, it's hand again. Okay. So this is why Excel, no, is Google Sheet, no, is not suitable for big data. Okay, so before I forget, no, before you do your filtering like that one or your pivot table later on, be sure that, for example, like that one we added, and we also add like this one. So don't forget part of your cleaning your data is that you delete the columns and rows, no, that has no value, no zero, nothing. Okay, in our case, WM, the row 70,694. So you just delete this one because it can be included in your pivot table later on. Okay, so part of the cleaning process. Okay, so be sure that only the rows and columns with a single value will be included. Okay, so return. So like this one. So it's either you only select the blank or you can filter by condition, which is empty. Okay, then press OK. Okay, that's it. And then if you decided to delete this, okay, click this one. Just wait for a minute. So just click the row header and then press delete. It's still loading. So you see, that's why other methods for cleaning up data will be gone. No? So this one, then press delete selected rows. Okay, so that's how filtering works. Okay, now let me show you again. So you can place none so that you will be going back again. So let me just then now there is what we call filtering view. What is filtering view? Filtering view, you can save filter views so that it will be easier accessed later on. So filtering view, okay, data, okay, filter view, then you can save this filter, no, wait lang, I will use for this one. So I will use na lang this data set. So in filtering view, for example, no, in filtering view, you can create new filter view. Okay, create filter view, create new filter view, and then you can save this filter view. For example, you filtered uh, filter filter a question one, like that one. And of course, you Wait. So you should create your filter and you filter it. Okay, so for example, you filter it by 5 only, then you can already create the filter view. Save as. Okay, you can save this one as 5. Question 1, 5, like that one. Okay, like this one. Then if you exit this one, okay, then select all. Then the next time, you can use the filter view. Yeah. So this one. Okay, it's easier access of instead of filtering again and again. Okay, that's the filter view. Okay, so data cleanup. So filtering. Then remove duplicates. So let me test this one. So remove duplicates. So in removing duplicates, you select this one, and then again the data. Okay, and then data cleanup, and then remove duplicates. Okay, then you select range. Okay, remove duplicates. So the duplicate data are removed. Okay, what else can you do? Remove null values. We have said concatenate, split, trim white space. What is trim white space? For example, your data, some of your data has spaces, no? In their uh, in their uh, value, because if you make a pivot table here, okay, if you make a pivot table here, uh, okay, if you make a pivot table here, the Friday with a space will be different from Friday with a what is done with no white space. So you can trim this. Okay, you can trim this one. So how to trim? Data cleanup, trim white space. Okay, yeah. So there's no more. Okay, so that's the beauty of the trim data. Okay, what else in data cleaning? Okay, that's it. So if you already cleaned this one, okay, these are the most common ones. Number of null values, duplicate, yan. So you are ready to, okay, mine your data. So I think uh, we have, I think we need to tackle this one, pivot table. So your midterm exam will be up to this pivot table, okay, using Google Sheet. Okay? So for pivot table, what is a pivot table? So, di ba, you can do your pivot table. You can utilize your pivot table in making your frequency tables like that one. Okay, so there are ways on how to do pivot table. So depending on your objective. So mine, I have already separated from my raw data. I have already separated for easier. I have given a Google Sheet for non-modifiable risk factors. So it's for how come it's your domain knowledge. So we know na age and sex are non-modifiable risk factors, and the other ones are the modifiable risk factors. So I already separated this one. Okay, so how can we answer our first specific objective? Let me. So that next week we will be going deeper to the this one analysis toolpack. Okay, so again, let me show our first objective. So our first objective to determine the clinical factors in terms of modifiable risk factors and non-modifiable risk factors. So we already determined that one. So we can use the pivot table. Okay. How many? Then to determine the profile of patients. So without diabetes mellitus. Okay. So single tables without diabetes mellitus, non-modifiable risk factors. So how to use pivot table? Mm, Let me show. So you just first you just select your data set, no? All of your data set, okay? Then insert pivot table, and then it's either you insert your pivot table in a new sheet or existing sheet. Okay, if it's so for our case, okay, we can insert it in a new sheet. So create. Then we will be having this one. Then the pivot table editor will be here. Okay, so if you exit this one, you just click the table and you can click the edit button. Okay, then now, so for general, no, we want to explore our data set. How many are diabetic and not diabetic in our data set for our what's this one for our dependent variable. So what you will do is to add your dependent variable in your row, which is diabetes binary. And for the column, you don't need anything yet. For the values, you you can click the diabetes binary. Okay, like that one. Then, since we don't want the total, okay, you see this option. So you will summarize it by count A. Okay. So this is now your table. So in frequency table, this will be your F. And you can find this one. You can format it, no? Like this one. You can do this one. Okay. Then how can you add percentage here? Diba? Our frequency table has percentage like this one. So you can add again value. Okay, add, then again add the diabetes binary. Okay, again summarize by count A, and then show us now its percentage of grand total. There you go. Okay, so then you can rename this one as percentage, and then you can format this. Then you can format this. Then there you go. So you can now screenshot this one, and then in your capstone project, you can utilize this one, no, the pivot table, okay? So that you can screenshot and copy paste. So this is what I utilize in my frequency tables in my capstone project. Okay, that's the pivot single table. Okay, so if we want to age like that one, then we want to cross table like this one. So if we want to know the profile of of the age of diabetes mellitus with or without diabetes, you can do cross tables. So now, how can we do this one? So you can again, you can select your row data. Okay, this is our row data. Then we can create pivot table again. Then this time existing sheet. Then click this one. Then if you have already existing sheet, okay, for this one, let's have this one. Sorry, hang. Where are we? Yan. Then we click this one, create. Okay. Now, we can have the age of this one. Okay. Then, so that you have your age. Age category to age. This is age category. This is not real age. Okay. You can say that age category. You can get age category there. Okay. Then, this time, you get your column to your dependent variable. That's it. And then, again, for your value, okay, diabetes binary. Okay. Then we want it to count A. That's sum. Okay. So like that one. Okay. Then if you want only to see the diabetes or not diabetes, you can use filter. Okay. You can filter this here. So you can use the filtering function here. Okay. 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 So that's it. So the 0 will only be shown, or the 1 can only be shown like that one. Okay. So that's it for the pivot table. So do you have any questions? So you can also filter by condition like that one. Okay. So wait lang. It's 5 minutes before required. So for your midterm exam, uh, you can we can it's up to the pivot table. Okay, this one, step 10, data analysis pivot table, because next week we will be having the statistical tool. Okay, data analysis, descriptive statistics, skewness, like that one. Okay, so you can, I will already upload this one. Okay, so that you can read in advance, no, for our next meeting. Okay, and also you can also learn now, no, how we get the correlation like that one, so that next meeting you can have an idea. Okay, so for your, I'll just stop my sharing because it's already 9. I will just show your midterm exam. Midterm exam. Where is this? Sorry. Midterm exam. So midterm exam, the steps, steps 1 to 10A, okay? 10A, pivot table, up to pivot table only. But in your objective, you should include, no, you should include not only descriptive analytics, okay, like descriptive frequency, the total, like that one, but you should also include na analysis, correlation, and an objective for the correlation and an objective for the what's this one, the significant relationship. Okay. Okay, so I will be discussing uh, your midterm exam. This one. Okay, I will share all again my screen. Did you, ma'am says, do you have any other subjects?
Ano po?
Do you have any other subjects beside this one?
107 po, research.
Who's your instructor?
Ma'am Janelli po.
Oh, hindi na si Ma'am RD.
Ako, hindi na po.
Okay. That's what your research article, right? Your research proposal.
I asked Mom Janelli if I can just do like same with the one that I
Ah,
I did one apo.
okay, okay. Sige, so this is our your midterm exam. So, so you have your midterm exam now with Ma'am Janelli, Ma'am Says.
This week din po.
Ah, what do you mean this week? Last Monday to Saturday or this coming week?
This Wednesday po. This
Ah,
coming
okay.
Wednesday.
Sige. So, kan naman, sige, I will give you until Saturday. Saturday, 11:59. Okay, so this is your midterm exam. So, until pivot table lang naman po. So, the main purpose of this, sorry, midterm, this is supposed to be your assignment, but midterm exam na lang. The main purpose of this midterm exam is for you to have an hands-on experience on how to deal with real-world data set and derive insights from this data set that will benefit an organization. So in this midterm exam, you will use data mining using, you will conduct, you will perform na lang. You will perform data mining using Google Sheets. So instructions. So I have all, you can choose one, no? So you can click if you choose to do the stroke prediction data set, heart failure prediction data set. So this is the website. So I will show you the website. So this is for our stroke prediction data set, the one I showed you a while ago. So it has a 20 columns, no? So you can select all this one so that you can see all the columns. So yan. Then it has a, I think you can check na lang if how many yan, records. Okay, so that's the part of your data mining. Then or the heart failure data set. So this one, okay. So it also has 12 columns. So and then chronic disease, kidney disease data set. Okay, you can choose what one, no, that you can, since we are in the health field. So you can choose one that you can that you like to perform, no, and then perform data mining techniques using steps 1 to 10A pivot table. Okay, until pivot table only. Okay, from our lecture. So please prepare. So you place. So you prepare two files. Uh, one would be the PowerPoint, and second is your Google Sheet, where you will perform your data cleaning. So the format, wait. The format is the one I showed you a while ago. For PowerPoint, where is our PowerPoint again? Wait, where is our PowerPoint? This is our, wait, not that one. So our format would be yung step 1 to yan hanggang 1. So be sure that you have PowerPoint slide for each. Okay? Para at least ready to be prepared, no? To present pala. Okay? So you follow this one So step 1, so define a topic or use case. So if you decide, yes, Ma'am Olua.
Yes, sir. Sir, please don't forget to upload the recorded session so we can rewatch again.
Yes.
Thank you,
So
sir.
yeah. So if you chose stroke prediction, so you should place here stroke, okay? Because that's the topic. And then you can follow the steps. So search for a data set, okay? You can place here the wait, I will just place here the website address. Okay? Then for the step 3, yeah, you take a screenshot of this one, this one, okay? And then step 4, like the one I discussed a while ago. Step 4, you describe the data set. Step 3, describe. So you should not, in describing your data set, you should not copy paste what's the context. So you should reword it, or since this step no allows, so that, di ba, this step will allow you to understand the topic. So if you, cardiovascular diseases are the number one cause of disease. So did you understand with this context of this data set? Okay, so don't copy paste. Okay, so let's say this data set is about cardiovascular diseases. So you can add, no, uh, you can add about cardiovascular diseases, no, you can add more. So as we all know, cardiovascular diseases are the number one cause of death. Then in the Philippines, actually, this is ganon. Okay, you can do that. So you be creative. And then step 4, describe the data set. So in this slide, follow this format, okay? Data set, sample. So it's your own design, So you should label your slides with step 4, describe data set. The descriptions of your slides and steps should be followed this one. But the design will be, it's up to you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am Ulua. Yes, ma'am Ulua, you're raising your hand.
Kanina po yun, sir, yata.
Kanina pa ba yan? Sige, sorry. Okay. So, this is the format, Then, beside this format, okay, so show sample of data set. So, you just screenshot, okay? Screenshots, and you paste in your PowerPoint slide. Then, you describe the unique values, like that one, okay? Then, define general problem based on the data set. Define specific objective. So, in here, it should be, you should, what you will place here in your objective should be in your pivot table. Okay? It will be answered by your pivot table. Okay? Then, you also include now about correlation analysis and about inferential statistics, meaning you should know if there is really a significant difference between the one factor and being diabetes mellitus. Yan. So we will discuss it next meeting. And then you do data cleanup, data analysis, pivot table. In data cleanup, okay, you in here you don't need to screenshot anything. Hindi. No. Yeah, you should not. You should screenshot your. No. You should not. You should not screenshot anything. You just show me your Excel, yung Google Sheet. So for example, this one, where is my? So for example, you downloaded the data set here, right? So you should have wait, I will just for our sample. So for example, this heart CV data set. So we download this one. Wait. So it's another account. Wait. I will just download the account. Where's my account? No, where's my account? Yeah. Okay, for example, I will be using the. So for example, I will be using this one.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, please, can you make the duration of our assignment for 1 week? Some of us, we have other works that we are doing alongside studying, so Thursday might not be really feasible. Please, can you consider this?
What? Sorry.
Please, can you extend the submission date of our assignment to Saturday? Because some of us have other works that we are doing alongside studying, so it may really not be very convenient, sir. please.
Okay. Sige,
Thank you, sir.
noted. Hmm. So, for example, you download this data set. Hmm. Wait lang, I will download this data set. So, wait, I will just upload this one so that you can have an overview. Next up here. Then, this here. Oh, no, not that one. Archive. Okay, I will just upload. I will just upload this to the Google Drive. So for example, you chose to the CSV file. So you just click this one, then open with Google Sheets. Okay? So that it will be converted into Google Sheets already. Then after that one, you will rename this one to raw data. Okay? Raw data. And then, basing on our format, no, you can describe your data. So, you can follow this format. Okay? Number of row columns, so you can copy, and then you can add this one. So, how can you add this one? So, you will label this one as, what's the label? Describe the data set. So, describe the data set, like that one. Then, you paste that one, okay? And then what's the formula on how to describe your data set again? So you can reference this one, ano? So yan. So how can I that one? So you have a guide naman. Okay? Then so count A like that one, no? Count A, then you count the number of rows. Okay? Like that one. Okay, then click. Okay, you now have that one, di ba? Then equal sign, unique, okay, count, sorry, ano bang ginawa ko? Count A. Okay, count A. So you count the number of rows. Okay, you like that one. Okay. So you have 918 data set. Okay, like that one. And then you just follow the format here. And then how do you connect the unique columns? Okay. So you again format that one, okay, unique columns, and then how can you use the unique columns? So unique, okay, unique, tapos transpose, okay, then your columns, you go to your column again, like the one. So I will check, no, your formulas. Okay, so you now have the unique column. So what is the number of unique columns like that one, okay, so like that. So for example, you so count unique, yan. So I want you to familiar with this thing. So count unique, and then let's count sorry, count unique, ah, count unique. So I like that one. Okay, so you format your answers in my this one. Okay, so you should I should wait, I will clear this one. I should see this format, okay, in your Google Sheet. So you you submit, no, your Google Sheet link. So, how can you get your Google? How can you share with me again your Google link? So we have already learned that one. Okay, so you um, uh, going back to the what's this? Going back to no, wait. Going back to the wait. I have opened many. Okay, going back to our classroom. Okay, so that's what you will do. The format. So the Excel, your Google Sheet file should only contain uh, uh, this one. Okay, not yet this t-test and correlation. Okay, so not yet the descriptive statistics, t-tests, and correlation. Okay, so up to this pivot table only. Okay, not even the chart. Okay, so that's the content of your Google Sheet. And then what else? I want you also to include your conclusions or your result findings, okay? Not just interpret, okay? Include interpretations, okay? Interpret your results, okay? According to your objectives, okay? You interpret your pivot table, okay? Based on your on your uh, pivot or your based on your objectives. Okay? So, sige, I will give you time. Okay, you can submit that before until kasi finals na yung pan eh. Oh, I will give you time until the end of until 31 so that you can do it Saturday, Sunday. Okay?
Thank you,
So
sir.
okay. Then one more thing. Okay. So we will have an asynchronous class on. So for next time, for next meeting, we will be. Wait, I will share the calendar. For our next meeting, it's di ba? For our next meeting, we will do the remaining, no, statistic analysis. Then we will be having a synchronous class on the Saturday. This one, August 5. Okay, our last meeting will be August 12, as Ma'am Jenny Lee have told me. On August 5, maybe I will advance know how to install Weka, okay? And then the August 12 we will discuss it, know how to interpret how to do Weka na. Okay? Maybe Python, if I will be your instructor next semester in the machine learning, so that's the time we will be. Kasi in Python is long. Okay? Teaching Python cannot be in one sitting or two sitting. So we will be having our asynchronous class on on August 5 because I will be going to Singapore for the oral presentation of my research, no, to the International Conference on AI in Medicine in Singapore this August 5. So we will be back on 12.
Wow, congratulations. Sana all.
Yung isang research article ko, toxic nga lang. Kaya lang, mahal, it's expensive pala, expensive to present. Okay. So,
Congrats,
so yun.
sir.
So, thank you. So, we will meet at next week, okay, to wrap up, and then we will do Weka. So, I will be uploading tutorial on how to explore Weka, and then the last week will be synchronous class with Weka. Okay, so let's take a picture for the documentation. Please turn on your cameras.
Okay.
Yes, Ma'am Oluwa, naka-raise hand ka. Are you raising your hand? Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so I will just take screenshot, ha?
Ay,
Okay.
hello sa akin.
Ay, wait. Sige. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, see you next week, docs. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye po.